My name is Zach Griffith. I am obsessed with hunting big game on their turf and their terms. When I need motivation to push myself, there's certain guys that I feel raise the bar. You're about to meet each of them. These are my hit list. If you're a mule deer fanatic and you follow social media at all, you may not have heard the name Larry Mower before, because this guy goes by the screen name Yelum. Ever since I was like 20 years old on Monster Muleys and the other hunting forums, Yelum was always the guy in the middle of the conversation, posting awesome bucks, always in the know, and just involved in knowing the industry in general. Larry has a ton of experience with big bucks, and he lives in an area that is famous for it. He literally lives 10 minutes away from Antelope Island and spends a ton of time each year filming the deer and just being involved with watching them grow. And the guy is absolutely obsessed with big bucks. With Larry, there's no excuses. This guy works his butt off and has some of the coolest trophies, shed collections, kills, you name it. He does it for all the right reasons, and he's got a wife that's a killer too. I'm bringing Ryan Carter and my wife Rocky along to see this guy's awesome stuff. I have a feeling you're really going to like this hit list. Okay, just pulling up. Coolest mailbox ever. That's a man of my own heart. It's be a fun mule deer frenzy right now, and I got Ryan and my wife Rocky with me, so we're gonna totally crash the party. What's up, Rock?
Hey, Dad.
Is it awkward when you're on camera?
No, just tired.
There he is. Wow, dude. Accessorizing.
You know how we do.
Holy cow, look at that buck right there.
Don't look in the window.
Wow. Monster.
Not that big.
It's only 250.
Yeah.
Careful, get people
Hey!
breaking in.
What's up, brother?
Come on in and welcome.
Go, guys.
Hi.
Hi, Rocky. How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Larry?
Nice to meet
Good
you.
seeing you, brother.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
How are you, man? Thanks for letting us come up.
Good, thank you.
Oh, man. You've already got my attention. Wow, now we know why you're over at AI all the time. You live right down the dang street.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
It's amazing how that all works out. Did you live here on purpose because of that?
No.
No.
I grew up in Layton, but
Oh, you're a local boy.
Oh, it's nice.
Very cool.
I like
Man,
this
you got
area.
some studs in here. You know, the first time I saw you was in the Muley Crazy article. You shot that Ponsongot buck. Was that yours?
Eastman's.
Eastman's.
Yeah.
Did I just say Muley Crazy on an Eastman's? I'm sorry. That was so cool, man.
And me,
Where's that buck at?
That buck is actually at my brother's house.
Oh no! I'll have to overlay pictures.
I thought about that. Like, that's the first deer I killed since my
He's a
my
stud.
accident, so.
He was a stud. I love that article. First time I knew who you were, man. Then Monster Muleys, of course. But you got a lot of cool relics. Do you mind like giving us a little tour of the crib?
No, not at all.
So what's the story of this tank?
This is a replica set of some sheds that friends and I
Holy.
wrapped out on the island.
That's unreal.
He's like, what is he, 35?
33,
Oh
I
my
think.
goodness.
And Denny actually killed this deer the next year. So
Oh, that's right.
Which buck was this?
this is triple stack.
Right.
What's he gross score right here?
I'm not sure.
No way. You?
Well, I know what some people said he scored, and I know what I scored, and it's not the same. So right around 220.
I can't believe that's all he is. I would have guessed 240.
224 is what I think they said.
So this
Which
was
is pretty close.
This was the set before he killed it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think my buddy Kent has his sheds from the year before that.
Yeah. He has this set sheds from the year before,
Yep.
and then Jason Ogden has a couple of like a year and a half of him.
Oh really?
But there's another set in between those too. So.
Oh wow, so he was old.
Yeah, I think he was.
Do you mind breaking down Antelope Island, like you or Ryan, just to explain to guys what it is? Because I think people hear the name, but I don't think they get how the hunts are structured and the history behind it.
Well, the island has been like mostly a ranch for a lot of years. The state bought the northern 2,000 acres sometime around 1970s.
Okay.
And made it a state park, and then around 1980 they bought the remaining.
So it was private for a while.
Yeah, it was a private cattle ranch.
Holy cow.
And buffalo.
Were there big deer on it back then?
Yeah, but you don't see pictures of great deer.
Nothing like now.
White deer, screwy genetics, but guys used to go out there and poach the deer on it a lot.
Oh yeah.
So.
Has there ever been genetic issues with them being isolated genetically?
No, they're such a diverse.
There are hundreds, right? How many deer are on there?
Well, the DWR thought there was about 800.
Oh, geez, I had no idea.
3 years ago, when they transplanted that 200 does off.
Oh yeah.
100 one year and 100 the next year.
Yeah, that's plenty to mix it up.
Are those the does they hauled down to the Oak Creeks?
Yeah, Oak Creeks and San Juan. And somewhere else.
They're packing some genes.
Well, that's why the Oak Creeks have blown up.
That's what exactly.
That's why that tax.
They do it with antelope
in
in Arizona
Yeah,
too.
it'll be about, I'd say another 2 or 3 years before they really see that those bucks mature enough.
The return on investment, yeah.
They're big enough to hunt.
So how many guys get to hunt it per year?
And they have the two tags.
Two tags a year.
They auction one off, and they do one in the draw.
Just a sportsman's, right? Only residents?
Not a sportsman, but it's a resident only.
Resident only pool.
And they hunt in November. They do the same with the sheep that's out there.
California Nelson, right?
California Nelson.
What are the odds on the general?
About 2,000 to 3,000 people put in. So.
Wow, it's not that bad.
No, it's really not.
Considering it's
Most
like
guys put their wives in for it.
Yeah. Yeah, Hannafin, that buck this year was.
Yeah, she's the second girl to draw that tag, and I know one girl drew a sheep tag.
Couldn't have killed a cooler deer either. That's my favorite Henry's buck ever, or AI buck ever.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's good info. I just wanted, because I got a lot of guys will hear us buzzing about it. I just want to give them a background. So.
And it's a. I mean, I was against the hunt. I didn't see any need for it. It's a. I always thought it was money driven, but it's there, so it's don't fight it. You just.
And
enjoy
it does bring
see
in
it.
a lot of money.
And it brings in a.
What's the auction tag going for? $350?
It went for 260,
270 or 60 something this year.
250 this year, something like that.
It's just like.
But the year before it was 410. So.
But the guys paying that kind of money, that's like their bar tab. They don't care.
And the year before that was 390. So.
Wow.
So it's brought in a lot of, and they were able to use that money.
Does it stay on the island or is it statewide?
What the state got, it went to the island.
Cool.
And they used that money when they had the fire out there to
That's right.
it and all that. So they finally got to use it because you can't spend that much money.
No.
On the island, there's just not.
There's nothing to do.
There's not a lot you can do.
You could fence it, high fence it. I'm just kidding.
And I think, and one thing is, like, I hear a lot of guys not from Utah bagging on a lot of the deer on the island. Like, they see, because this year especially,
there was a pile.
There was a million guys
Pile
photographing them because of the fire.
Sure.
That island's pretty big. Like,
it isn't a joke.
It's big, and the deer are wild. There's a group of deer. There's a group of probably 15 bucks on the north end that aren't a big photographed deer throughout the summer and stuff. That they're used to humans. But they're not. You can't approach them.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're not tame.
You're not gonna walk up and pet the deer. They're not pets. So.
How many days a year would you say you spend videoing, glassing, and obsessing over those suckers?
It varies from year to year, anywhere between 30 and 60.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you're always posting cool pics of it. What's the story behind this tank?
This is a buck I filmed up in Wyoming, and my boy found one side of those sheds, and a friend of mine found the other. We actually had 3.5 years off of him.
90.
And we're hoping to
He's booked.
get a fourth. He's right around 190.
Yeah.
92 per side. Oh, 192.
191, 191, I think is spelled.
His main beams are ridiculous. I love how boxy
Pretty buck.
he is. He is
As a
pretty.
matter of fact, we called him Box Boy.
Nice.
in
That's-
the soul box.
That's appropriate.
He died the next year. We were hoping to pick up his last set. He shed those. They were 198. Same, just big 4-point. But another kid beat us to him.
So what do? You just call the shots from the truck and get the kids just on remote control. Get out there, get that horn.
No, I'd just go with a friend or two and watch them, and then I'd find a glass and point. I'd sit in the truck and glass the hillsides and sage, and my friends would just go out the hike.
Nice, you pick them out for them. That's cool, man. Smart. Ryan and I were wondering. We're like, wonder if he goes out and gets them or
Well, I have a wheelchair that's
all terrain.
4-wheel drive. It's got 14-inch ATV tires on it. But
No
I
way.
have only found one shed while in that.
Of
chair.
course.
Everything else.
The irony, you get all this awesome gear. That's funny. That's so cool.
And then this rack up behind you is
This one.
that's a replica of a set we picked up last year on the island.
That has some serious mass.
My friend glassed up his right side, and it took me 38 days before I finally glassed up the other side, the left side.
38 days.
Did you glass them up before the?
A week before the shed hunt.
Okay.
I was gonna say no one would
He
miss
glassed
them.
his up the day it shed.
Wow, that
And
is
we
a
spent the
slammer.
Next month, over a month.
These bases are just silly.
Are the horns solid on there? That's a replica set, right?
It's a replica set.
I think.
Uh,
Would you care if I lifted them off
no,
there?
no.
right.
Go ahead.
You break, you buy.
Because
I'm not even worried about that. So just
Because
slide right
I
off
think
the
it'll
skull.
just show it a little better if it's in somebody's hands. In fact, put it in Larry's hands so he can show us.
Or just set it right there. Slide it back a little bit and give it a better angle.
Yeah.
There you go.
He looks a lot better there than on the wall, dude.
Well, I mean, like, in the video it's hard to tell, but, oh, I mean, that's, what, 16 inches?
I think 13 and something.
Oh, really? It looks
The
huge.
beams are 26 or so.
Just as inline.
And his right beam this year shed was just shy of 28 inches.
Jeez.
But this year he came back. He's a 2x2.
She went over the top, huh?
Well, he was a 220-inch deer, but he broke off his whole front fork on this left side and his back fork on the other side.
So
It looks like an elk horn. I mean, that really does. It looks like a tail on an elk. It's just
look
so
how bladed this is. This
bladed
blade
and the veins in them, and there's so much
That
texture.
looks so cool laying on the ground when we glassed him up with that big flat.
hook. He's a troll, man, no doubt. That's just a mean, epic deer. That's the one on the front, or the Antelope Island, that I would be terrified because might be a bigger one on there, but that deer is so cool.
This deer is big. You know, the 2 years before this, or was it? No, the year before this, he actually had a triple G4 on his right side.
No way.
Plus the split beam, but he broke 2 of the G4s off, and Outdoor Seed picked up that horn. No, the left side never got turned up. And then this year he came back without the split fours, but the split beam still.
Are you friends with him? Pretty good friends?
Yeah.
Dude, his elk hunt. That video of his elk hunt's one.
Oh, the muzzleloader? Boom.
Yeah.
Just water hole.
Oh, yeah.
First time I saw him, man.
Yeah.
It's like 25 yards or something. Just
I love
boom.
that video. I absolutely love it. And so, when he had 4 on this side, was it like this one? 4 brows? Didn't you say it had 4 brows on
He
it?
had G4s.
G4s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on his front fork.
Three G4s on that side.
Saw blade.
This year he had another G4. This year that he just shed had another G4 right here.
Oh, that's crazy.
But he had 7 inches of mass right here this year, and he broke off that horn right there.
Oh. How big are his manes?
26.
Here they're 26.
Jeez.
So
I just underscored those two. I'm not a mule deer guy.
He is a sweet, sweet
I really
buck.
thought they were pushing 28, 29.
Well, the mass.
Oh, Colton Eward has the set.
Yeah. You want me to lift it back up?
Yeah.
Legs probably falling asleep, that big heavy bugger.
Catch it.
There's the cemetery buck that Devin Leonard killed. There's an AI buck.
No, that's actually Colorado.
This is Colorado. AI?
Yep.
Big, wide, boxy frames.
I've been watching that.
Wyoming.
I've been watching those his photos.
It's distracting, Larry.
You see that black mark coming down?
There he is right there. That's that buck.
Yeah, I got
No,
it.
that's a buck the state hunter killed back in 2013, but he killed it the year after that picture.
That picture was neat looking.
That picture right there.
Oh my gosh.
You'll see those sheds. That buck on the right. I got those sheds.
Nice.
The typical.
There's Devin's buck right there.
Yep. The year before he killed it.
Yep. That deer in person is so impressive.
That deer right there, he's about a 220 deer, and he is the brother of the buck the girl Shannon.
That's him right there.
That's him last year.
Yep.
Those replicas you just
There's
saw.
Devin's buck just eating grass.
That's Devin's buck right there.
The year he killed it.
Uh-huh.
Dude, we could slow the screensaver thing down and just tell stories on all those deer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that is a neat picture.
That's the state hunter's buck that he killed in 2012. The second biggest deer killed on all the hunts. And that's WD-40, the first island deer that got shot. That deer I think died of old age this year.
No way.
That's the state hunter's buck again.
That's a big G2 on that one.
That's that big double. You've
Yeah.
seen pictures of him?
I've seen him personally, yeah.
Yeah.
He's easy to find. Look at that willowy bugger.
Moss's
that's the
photograph
last one.
right there.
Gorgeous, man.
Yeah.
I bet you see Doyle quite a bit out there.
Not really, you know.
Oh, yeah?
You know,
He knows better than to mess with you.
a couple times we got, we're actually good friends.
I'm teasing
Oh,
you,
yeah.
I know.
I know you are.
He's,
yeah.
he's a good dude.
He is a good
He
guy.
takes care of me really well. Shares pictures with me and knows how much I love the deer out there. So.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's go see some of your critters, man.
okay, you want to follow me or
You bet.
lead me?
No, you show us around. I might make a wrong turn and get beat up.
Come on in. There's a picture of my old life.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, that was my
Look at this,
passion
right?
there.
We're doing a flip.
Nice.
Holy crap. That is awesome. Your house is
Oh,
so awesome.
Oh my gosh. Where do we even start?
I'm so glad you let us come over, brother. Well, we're going to go if you're not going to... You're being too nice. We're going to lead the
Go ahead,
way.
Go to the corner above the TV.
Okay.
That's where my shed passing starts.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it in your order and we'll just break them down.
Like I said, I'm not a big hunter. I like to hunt. I grew up hunting, but I you know, after my accident, I just filming bucks was my therapy.
And you're a social media monster because we were talking about monster mule these days. I mean, I've known who you were for before my mission, 25 years almost. You're that guy that's just always in the game and knows everything and is friends with everybody, and it's pretty cool, man. So you want to start on the corner,
So
bud?
yeah, that corner deer. On one of my filming trips to Wyoming, I filmed that deer in December of 2001. And then in 2002, I was with another friend back there and filmed him again in the same spot. I thought, I wonder if he's going to shed here.
Yeah.
No, this is in January, late January.
Yeah.
So, April 4th, I talked to my friends, let's go look for a shed. So he's like, you're not a shed hunter. I've never been a shed hunter. So we drove up there and he hiked around and I sat in the truck and glass and said, pointed to where I saw him last and stuff, and he found the right side. Looked around for a couple hours and found 5 or 6 other sheds, but no match. And he says there's boot tracks here, 4-wheeler tracks. The other side's probably picked up. So I went home with that horn, and it's a 84-inch
That's
horn.
what I would guess, yeah.
84-inch horn, and just driving me nuts. And 6 weeks later, May 12th, I said, we got to go back. We got to go back. And my buddy Rex says, well, I'm not going to hike alone. Find somebody else to help. So I asked my friend Ryan Britt, I think you know him, or talked to him.
Yeah.
I said, do you want to go shed hunting? He's like, what? I said, go find the match to the shed. Just hike around. He's like, okay, whatever, So we went up there, and about an hour into the hike, Ryan found the left side.
The left side's the cool side.
And that's what my friend that found the right side said. Man,
The left side's way better. It's got so much
It's
garbage
got some
on it.
damage on it from when he was in Velvet. There used to be a stick up in that hole there.
No way! That's that would be awesome.
I thought that was a beetle hole, but look.
Yeah, that's what he said.
You can see where the stick was.
It lanced it.
And so Ryan found the match to that, and I thought, well, cool. So together we decided, well, let's go half and mount it, and you can hang it in your house for a year, and then I'll hang it in my house.
Oh, right on, man.
And so he hung up for the first year, and then that year he killed his biggest deer. He wanted to get it mounted, but he just got married. He didn't have a lot of money. I said, well, I'll buy your half out if you want. It's like, okay, so it's been here ever since.
That's
Sweet.
cool.
That's a cool little gentleman's agreement.
But this middle deer,
What in the heck is that thing?
he's the one that has started my muley fascination.
Yeah, I can't blame it.
I was born in 1961, and that year on a deer hunt, my dad found those sheds.
No way.
Really?
And he was hiking down a ridge, and picked up a horn. And thought, wow, that's a pretty good deer. And he tossed it back on the ground and headed down the ridge. About 25 yards later, he found another horn, picked up. Oh, that must be the match. So he walked back up and yep, it's the match. And he packed them home. And those are the only 2 sheds he's ever picked up in his
Yeah,
life.
because no one cares back then. Even that one, he left it, you know. He left it until he came
Utah
back.
deer? Is it wild?
Yeah, northern Utah deer.
Holy cow.
And
He's just a troll, just gobs of mass everywhere.
so my dad's killed a lot of nice deer. You know, a couple of 30 inches, but nothing one his biggest deer.
Is that showing the mass
Probably
on that thing?
180.
That's
No, it doesn't really.
there's like elk mass on that
Huge.
thing.
Going the right.
Deep in there. It's awesome. That was 1961?
1961.
Wow.
So
Wow.
he took them home and he mounted all his skulls on plaques that he made on the garage wall, and he took a plaque and screwed holes through the back of the plaque and into the back of those horns.
Oh yeah.
And so I grew up looking at that deer on the wall my whole life. I knew it was by far bigger than anything else he'd ever had on the wall. And I thought, man, I want to kill a deer like that someday. So that was my dream buck my whole life growing up.
Dude, that's my dream buck now. He's an amazing buck.
So when my wife and I built this home back in 1994, I wanted a deer on my wall, so I asked him if I could take him and get him mounted. I'm never going to kill a big deer, but I want one. So he let me mount those up, and then that year I killed that Pontiac buck.
Yeah.
The same year, so then I had 2 mounts on the wall. And
Well, there's
and then
pictures of that buck out there, your Ponce buck, in the entry, isn't it? Did I
That's
see
a
it
cool-
in there?
No, that's actually one I killed up on Ensign Ranch in 2010.
Oh, was that? And is that a deer in here? I don't see a velvet buck in here.
No, it's actually down at my friend's house.
Oh.
I had.
Quit loading out your deer heads.
Well, when I was
It's a
growing
lucky
up,
friend.
I said, Dad, I don't want your tools. I don't want your guns. I want your deer racks. That's
Yeah.
what I want. And as years go by and I get more and more racks, I don't have room for my deer racks.
Well, you gotta have.
I've got deer heads in 7, 8 different places.
These are all too big. That's the problem. Little ones like mine will fit.
And I realized, after we found that first set, I realized that I could find bigger sheds than any deer I'm ever going to kill.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Well, and my best part is they grow back. So next year, you know, it's like a garden or a crop. You just keep renewing them over and over again.
well, and that will lead us to our next buck, because my next set came 2 years later. While I was up looking for that buck there to see if he returned the next year, we found this buck right here in the corner on the cabinet.
Oh, against the wall.
Yeah.
The big
Oxy sucker.
Wide.
And wowed by him, because when I saw him, he was the whitest deer I'd ever seen in my life.
I believe it. He laid just like that, I'm sure, right? You got to see it.
Exactly like that. And
He is so heavy.
and I'm like, okay, that's my target buck. You know, as shed hunters, you know, a lot of people just go out hiking. They want to pick up as many sheds as they
Yeah,
can.
gritty.
I focus on a buck.
I'm the same way,
Quality is better than quantity for me.
For sure.
So,
Absolutely. He's a troll. I like that hook dropper cheater thing. So much care.
Gnarly.
Every weekend we'd go up and locate him and watch him. And then one weekend we went up and we couldn't find him. Ironically, I got up to Wyoming and realized my spot scope was on my kitchen table. So we found a buck that was bald, and we but I didn't have any good optics to look at him. The next week, a friend of mine, the guy that mounted this buck in the corner, his name's Dirk Barnes, he said, Larry, I'll be your legs. And I'll hike for him. And so he was my legs, and it took him about 5 hours to match him up.
No way.
Wow, that's awesome. Was he right? Was it the flathead you saw? Pretty sure? Same area?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Same
area.
hill?
This deer lived in the same valley his whole life. I mean, where he was during hunt season or velvet, I don't know, but he wintered in the same valley. We ended up with 7 sheds off of him spending 5 years.
Right on, man. I can't blame you for being obsessed when you get that kind of a collection. You got a vendetta on
And
it.
after we picked him up, and then we picked up the next year's set, I realized that I had a single off of him from 2 years prior. That single right there is his.
Oh, right on.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, he packed on some
That's
bone.
his 2001 shed, and the ones on the mountain are his 2004 sheds.
Wow.
The one on the stump is him in 2003. So during that period of time, we found another right side and another left side.
Jeez.
So that right side right there, and then another left side. And we thought, okay, this is it's a match set because it's so similar.
Yeah.
2 years later, I found another left side, which we realized was the correct.
Yeah, you just laid there. You matched the wrong year.
Yeah.
He kept everything very similar. Like, I mean, it almost looks like the same buck.
Look
You can see.
how much bigger this beam is.
Oh, yeah.
And it actually turns up a little bit.
Ryan, run upstairs in the corner,
Uh-huh.
find an antler that looks like that with a big old hook cheater on it.
Oh, here, is this the sheds he's talking about? No?
Here on this landing right here.
Yeah, right there.
This actually looks a lot like the buck that me and Rocky have been chasing. That we've got 2 years on. He's bigger, obviously.
Yeah,
Unpile
his is way bigger.
Dude, I could be up here for a month. I could look at all these ones.
This is better than the muley crazy.
You're welcome to take them all up and bring them
You
down.
did not
That's
just
very
say that.
cool of 'em.
'Cause they're unreal. Let's see.
You need help?
Yeah, run up there.
You need some muscle?
Because we'll bring them
Should
all
send
down.
Rocky to help
They're
you.
all-
Yeah, they might need my help.
So sorry about the toilet sitting in the top of the stairs. Yesterday I had a flood upstairs and I had to tear out my bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This one, right, with the jump time?
Yep, that's the one.
Wow.
So the next year we went back to look for him, and we could never
Oh my heck.
never saw him at all. But when we went looking for sheds, he was the first shed we found.
He's a dark.
Go put it
timber
up
buck.
by it, babe.
And I looked every weekend for 12 weekends for 3 years looking for the match and could never find it.
Wow.
And then last year I got an email.
Drop time grew about an inch or two.
Yeah, and there's nothing
And
here.
said, Larry, we were up at this guy's house and I went into his garage and pulled out a horn. Isn't this the match to yours?
That's sweet.
No way.
10 years.
At the Jackson Hole.
No, he's just up in Evanston.
Oh, really?
At a guy's house. And so 10 years after I picked that horn up, the other side turned up. And he saw another guy up in Wyoming's got it. And I couldn't talk him out of it as of yet.
Oh my
It's like
goodness.
opening Christmas presents. You have to like slow down because I can't even enjoy the one I just opened. That main
That's
beam.
that's a shed a friend of mine picked up out on the island.
Look at that. Can you see that beam?
Oh yeah.
101 inches.
Oh, it's
Holy
bad.
cow.
Character for days.
Oh, yeah, no
And he
doubt.
actually picked up the other side, but a year later off the same buck.
I didn't see it up there. Was it up there?
No, he has that one. Still.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of just scanned through. Look at those.
Oh my
Now
god.
that big trashy double drop time buck with the state hunter kill in 2012, these are his sheds. I watched that left horn fall off, and I watched another buck.
So
As a matter
this-
of fact, that white one on the chair. I watched that set drop off, and so my goal was to get 3 good sheds and maybe look for another buck that we're after. But I drew 85th out of 100. By the time I got to the hillside, there were 30 guys there, and I was lucky to get that one. Another kid picked up that side, but he very graciously gave it to me. Now, as you can probably tell, they've been repaired. because that one was reduced to about 90 inches. All
yeah.
cheaters were broken off. The G4 was broken off. The
Trimmed them down.
G3 was broken off. My side only had one cheater broken off.
That thing's a monster.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
can
one of those
see
bugs
the
where
rail
I had him
popped off.
repaired because we were in a hurry. We knew that the state hunter was going to kill the deer,
Yeah.
so we were trying to get him repaired and out there so that we could get pictures of the sheds and the deer together. That was a rush job, and it just didn't go well. And I wish I'd have never had him repaired. Because I like the handle. I like my shed's handle.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Shoot, there's a pile up there of horns. Like
This is like the Muley Crazy office.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
yeah.
This is Mule Deer Mecca.
It's
It's
unreal.
awesome.
It's unreal. And so when you had these rebuilt, like you rebuilt them off your pictures?
Yes,
Yeah.
I actually used Doyle's pictures.
Oh, did you?
The rebuild, they look, other than the beams, the beams, the beam
know
on
if
this
you can
side is a
see.
little
I'll
long,
show
and
you.
the split on the other side is a little long.
You can see the repairs.
Yeah, a little bit darker.
Well, they've been, they're darker, but they've been handled so much, and they're starting to crack and stuff.
Well, and I'm not trying to show the repairs. What I'm trying to show is, I mean, you just had the ability. There's so many pictures.
Yeah, that's a 103-inch horn.
Oh my
The other
gosh.
side was a straight 4, but with an 8-inch drop.
So he's still in the 220s.
High 220,
Yeah.
228 or so.
Jeez. Yeah, that's amazing that he's that willowy at the tips and he never broke them
But
down.
just so heavy at the bottom.
What's up with these ones, dude?
Yeah, that's the set. I remember that velvet buck on my screen.
Yeah.
That's his sheds. Those are last year's sheds, and then those are the ones that Ryan Thompson
Oh yeah.
photographed with the buck standing behind him.
Yeah, in the background.
His girlfriend standing behind him in the background.
That is a tank. That's a big 4 right there.
And he carries his mask too.
Keep
He's
filling.
not willowy like the
Yeah,
other one.
he was bigger than we thought he
Oh,
was
yeah.
too.
He's dense. Wow. Should take that shot. That's cool. See how much his beams wrap around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's wild. And these are God. These are 90 a side.
91 and 89.
Yeah. Those G4s. I mean, that's look at those G4s. I love that.
That's a bad mamma jamma.
Yeah, he is. So white horned.
He's back in the archives. I like how you got a cushion for him. They're your pets, right?
Even at that, somehow I chipped the tip of that G2 on that big one.
Oh, really?
The G2.
Oh, the two back.
Yeah.
Holy
And that
cow.
would just happen in the last week or so.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
how long is that two?
20?
I was gonna say, not 2 or
I'm
20.
gonna save that for G Tuesday. The magic 20. That's the number. And you don't lose any. You just chipped it. It's no big deal.
Now, the next year, that horn was a tripod on the backboard and probably about 9 inches bigger. And the other side was a typical that was over 100 inches.
Wow. Slob.
Who's got those horns?
The match, and only one side, only the typical got picked up. Kid up in Heber City picked him up.
That's awesome.
What about these two big boxy buggers on the ends?
Yeah.
Fade out to the back here. So in 2000, it seemed like every 2 years I would get a good buck. And in 2007, I was up on a trip with my buddy Ryan and his dad, and we come upon this buck right here.
This one over here.
And it was the end of December. We were
This
in
is Ryan Thompson.
No, Ryan Brett.
Oh, okay.
And here, go over there, Rocky. And
Okay.
or turn that head. Swivel
Oh,
that head.
yeah.
It swivels. So.
He's a monster frame. Legend status right there.
Beautiful cape too.
Yeah.
My words were
pretty.
holy sweetness. That's important.
Yeah.
So that's what we named him, is Sweetness.
Nice.
Look at how big those beams are.
He's so heavy that his tie length, you don't see it until you walk up, and that is just a huge deer.
When he's wide too. Just everything.
So he was the highest scoring deer I'd ever seen in Wyoming in 15 years, more than 15 years of filming. And we only got to see him once because 2 days later they closed the roads for the winter closure.
I don't think he does.
But you got back in there and found the sheds?
But a good friend of mine said, again, I'll be your legs, Larry. I got him a map out and showed him where I thought the buck would go. And he went in there to pick him up and he found the right side off of him from the year before as well as this side.
Oh,
He actually-
really?
he actually
2 for
found
1.
He actually found that left horn, that right horn, and then that right horn.
Oh, no way.
And
Jeez,
then,
what a day.
and then that was 2008 when they had the bad winter in Wyoming. And once again, the governor come out and says, closing down there.
No sheds,
No
yeah.
shedding. So we actually had to wait till May 1st to go back and find the match to it. And it was probably, all 4 of these antlers were within 90 yards.
No way.
They're all,
On,
as far as
on,
sheds go,
on,
they're all
on
over
an open grassy, I don't know if it was where they cleared out to run an oil line or something like that, a gas line.
Yeah.
And they were laying in that.
Huh.
Those sheds lay there for a year and a half. 36 inches wide and 35 and a half is what I got them set at. And they score within an inch of each other, 207 and 206.
Well, so I was just going to say, these are all 90-inch horns. Those G2s are... they're unreal.
Yeah, it's hard to
I
see
can't remember how
the.
tall they are, but it's been 9 years or so since we scored it. But
He is a slob. What about this guy? I love the character on that buck. That looks AI deer, right?
no, this is the same buck.
Oh, this is him. I thought you were talking about the corner buck.
Yeah, no, this is the same buck.
He did change a little bit.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, very similar to what, what's his name that's got triple stack?
Kent.
Kent. You look at that left side.
I wondered about that.
If you put these 2 deer together, this deer's left side and his deer's right side are identical. I mean identical.
Those
On that-
3 saw blades coming
that-
up.
On that short G3. And
Wow.
and the next year, they bloomed up into a big fork.
Yeah.
Both deer did that. I
Yeah.
thought, matter of fact, I emailed Kent a picture and says, this is so weird how it did that.
I lift weights with Kent almost every day. He's like one of my best friends.
Never met him, I've talked to him email.
Oh, really?
So,
Yeah, we got to bring that deer by. But I can get you a picture for the video.
Cool.
Triple stack, because he looks a lot like that buck.
That's a good name. I can see why. It's a perfect name. Pretty cool history.
and then that buck up on the left on the skull, the year I filmed that antler drop that's on the window,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also filmed that right horn fall off.
How wide is that sucker?
He sits at 37 inches.
Mainframe. Inside spreads every inch of that, probably 35. Holy cow. It's like a whitetail, man, the way he comes off that main beam.
Yeah, he's all off his beam.
That is so cool.
And another guy found the left side to that. And it took me 2 years to finally get a trade and
To line him
and
up.
get it.
What state is that deer?
That's an antelope island deer.
Oh, is that? Yeah.
This is his 2-year-old set.
That's awesome.
Another kid has his set.
Let me see it
Too.
this way. So you can see those inlines.
Yeah, how he comes off the beam.
Yeah.
Whitetail.
It's crazy.
That is so cool. 2-year-old deer. That's why you gotta let them grow.
Now the year after that, he regressed and came back with a 3-point frame on his left side.
Really? That
But then-
trashy
but
side?
Then, but then the next year he trashed out and he was like a 13 by 9 with the drop tine on one side. And then the next year he regressed back and then was killed by the dogs out there.
You see coyotes. There's no cats, right?
There's bobcats.
Oh, there's bobcats.
But no lions.
No lions.
No lions and no rattlesnakes.
Well, that's good.
There are glow snakes and stuff.
Huh. Do the deer ever leave the island? I've heard of
Oh yeah.
them traveling across and
Matter of fact, if you've seen that, did you follow Doyle
uh-huh.
or Mossback?
Uh-huh.
He posted a picture of a kid holding a white shed. By
I
Just
haven't
barely
noticed.
on the island, right?
yeah,
I saw it.
on the island. That buck is a Syracuse buck that goes out.
Oh, that was Caden. That was a Duval kid. Yeah.
Yeah, that buck lived in Syracuse, ate the farm fields. His antlers are heavier than any other. As willowy as he is, that horn is heavier than most you'll pick up.
Just
out there.
dense.
Just super dense.
Yeah.
He's eating that good food across the lake.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he'd go back and forth quite a bit. So
Huh. Well, I've always heard that, but I don't watch the Antelope Island bucks enough to know. You know, I just
the DWR say that the island will increase in the winter. If we have a good winter here, then you'll get 100 deer that will migrate from Bountiful, West Lake, and Kaysville across the lake. It's not the water. You could walk from Kaysville to the island.
yeah.
You wouldn't get your knees wet.
Yeah.
The water's not that high,
Huh.
so it's really low. It may be rising now this year after all the snow we had.
Yeah. Sure's been a lot.
That's awesome. And this one, it needs no introduction.
Yeah, that's Brad Kendrick's deer, the first state hunter deer they killed. He gave me that replica set. Nice guy, super nice guy.
How much is that? What is that score? 240 something?
240s, yeah.
240, and he's all framed.
That is as pretty of a buck on the island as you'll ever see.
Ever.
Upper
240s,
if I remember right. 247 or 240.
His mainframe's probably 225. I would guess easily.
I've never seen numbers on it, but man, he was pretty deer. And yeah.
Well, who looks at numbers?
Oh, when they're that epic.
He's just pretty. And
Big is big.
There's a buck out there that we call him 38 Junior that has the frame exactly like that, just not all the trash.
Oh,
We kept waiting for him to blow up, and every year we think, okay, this is the year, but he just hasn't. He's got the frame, and matter of fact, his main beam is exactly like that. Curtis Sauter his boy picked up that shed, the left side this year.
Well, that's what I love about you, Larry, is I love how you know all these deer. You know their history, you know their age. You know, I'm that way with a lot of my elk in one of my spots. I have like a 20-mile radius. I just know.
Religious, yeah.
And like, I love them. Like, if one of them dies, I don't care who kills it. I've got to go get my hands on it. That's this guy with these deer.
That's why I love to go out there on the shed hunt and see what gets pulled off, just so I can put your hands on those deer you've been watching all year long.
Oh, yeah.
That's the fun part. So.
Do you know who picked up the sets that were just for this weekend?
Yeah.
Did you get pictures?
I actually, for the first time in 7 years, I didn't go out this year.
Oh, really?
Because of the timing.
Yeah.
The bugs out there are
Ruthless, yeah.
the gnats, and I can't defend myself from them.
Oh, yeah. I saw guys walking around with nets on their faces and stuff.
Yeah, they're just, I wasn't going to deal with it, so I'd rather not be uncomfortable. So I did, so it bugged me because I usually go out there and get a ton of pictures and stuff like that.
Hang out with all the guys.
So I've seen a couple of guys that have picked up sets that I've watched.
Yeah.
Brought them by and showed me, and I'll see more over the next few weeks.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Like, there's piles of sheds up there. Like,
Ridiculous.
you can see the ones that are strung up, but then, I mean, there's a stack in the corner. What's that buck that's on the cabinet right there?
Oh, that's Triple Stack's replica.
Oh, it is?
This didn't even make it to the living room. This is up hidden because it's not big enough.
No, it's big enough. It's almost too big. I'm trying to figure out.
It looks fake.
Where would you hang it?
I think high fence Mexico or something.
Now, if you go into
It's
Shields,
unreal.
if you go into Shields, this buck is mounted up there.
Oh, it is.
Upstairs.
Did he lay just like this? Turned out like that?
Pretty close.
It looks silly.
I've never
He
seen
was
a
a
lot
west
of-
side, so only one guy got a picture of him, and he's a part. He was a biologist for the DWR, and he got the picture from a helicopter.
It's hard to even fit it in the frame.
Just a ghost, huh?
The
It's all-
mass
it's not-
is just.
Almost 25 inches of mass on that horn.
Well, he's not only round, but he's bladed, so he's almost like triangular shape.
Yeah.
Got all these flat planes all over him. There's just no way to describe how big this deer is. You guys didn't get credit for this stuff.
And what's crazy is how much. If you look at Denny's wide load buck that he killed,
Yeah.
that 40 incher, you hold those two up to this. This looks like his dad.
Dang.
Almost identical.
When he has a dropper.
Yep.
You can't have everything, can? Oh, you can. That buck has everything. Giant frame, extras, symmetry.
How wide is
droppers.
that?
Yeah, right there he's set at like 38 inches, I think.
Wow.
But his inside spread's 38, so he gets.
Down that shield he's set at 40 inches. This left horn. And he shows me where he found it on the island, and he's gonna go back the next year and try and find the right. And it says the right side's on the east side. I says, here's the water hole right here. He's going over the top and he's watering down there. You gotta get the left side, the east side. He's like, no, he's on the right side. I said, you guys pounded it all day for the west side. He's not on the west side. I guarantee he's on the east side. And then he's like, nah. So he got a west side tag. So another friend of mine goes down on the east side and he finds the right horn and the right horn from the year before.
No.
No way.
About 100 yards of each other. And I told Matt, I said, see, I told you should have got an east side tag. So the next year, he gets an east side tag and he goes down and he finds the other left side that matches the other guy's right side. So each of them, one of them has two rights and one of them has two lefts.
They're not sharing?
Well, they shared enough to get the replica set.
Oh, okay.
My friend that found the left side, he's willing to trade
One
of his lefts
1 year.
to get that dropper horn, but the other guy, he says, no, I want them all. The deer was found dead the year after this.
Did he look about like this?
He had regressed quite a bit. He was down to 30, I think he had a 34-inch inside spread. And he was killed in velvet, and the cows chewed the tips off his.
Oh.
So as he was, he scored right at 200 inches.
Wife's moose. Narrow, he's really narrow and cool, like really boxy, big palms and really tight.
Yeah, I didn't make 40 inches, but we had her and I went on a scout trip when she drew the tag, her first big game tag. She had never shot a gun before, so I had to teach her how to shoot.
No way.
And even then, I didn't know how she was going to react. I didn't know whether she'd be willing to pull the trigger when she had the opportunity or what. But on a scouting trip with her, we found two bulls. This one and a bull he hung out with was about 48 inches wide and had 10 and 9 on his points with 4 and 3 on the front. And I'm like, that's the bull you need to kill. And she's like, I like the fronts on the other one. And I'm like, well, your name's on the tag.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do I have to say about it?
All my friends are like, the wide one. And she's like, no. So on the
Good for
hunt,
her.
on the hunt, she's 40 yards from that big white bull, looks at it through the scope and says, nope, he's not the one.
That's like you passing that deer this year.
Yeah.
And I got a wife like that.
We know.
Yeah. That's kind of fun.
That's true. Girls usually know better. It's right here.
She's also got she got 2 once-in-a-lifetime critters.
So it actually made the record book. So
Oh, yeah, I would say easily.
yeah, quite easily.
This is her Callie.
Which is a giant Nelson, because you could see how old and broomed he is. That's an absolute stud. Aren't they so heavy? Yeah, let Rocky hold it. I was telling her about how heavy sheep are.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of funny because when we were married, I'm like, honey, you want to go on it? She liked elk meat. I said, you want to kill an elk? She's like, yeah.
They're cool, huh?
Yeah, they are.
Turn him around backwards. Look at his.
Drop them.
So I started putting her in for elk, and then about 2 years later, I thought I'll put her in for moose. And so she drew the moose with 2 points, drew the sheep with 8 points.
Oh
And
man.
it took her 20 years to draw
Get her elk.
the elk.
I love sheep. I think it's so bad.
We all want one. Sometime in our life.
I geek out over them.
Very cool, man.
So I can't have Ryan here without having him put his hands on an elk. So
Yeah.
when you take that up, go into the left bedroom up there, and you can bring her elk down.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sorry about the mess. Like I said, my bathroom floor flooded. And I had to tear it all out yesterday.
Are you into elk at all?
I like elk, but they live where I can't get to.
Good point.
They're not as visible, so.
Especially for wintering.
So mule deer or.
Your go-to.
Well, that makes
and
sense.
I grew up. I hunted elk.
Ryan's grunting.
Yeah, there was like.
Can I go up there?
Wait till he brings it down.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because that's a mess. And
No problem, bud. Yeah, for sure. Holy crap.
This elk off, right?
The
Walking down the lighting up there is kind of hard. I'm used to packing these things around.
Yeah. That's a stud.
the Dodge unit down by Monticello.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what's it called.
Cool.
The Dodge unit.
Something Dodge. Dodge South or
Oh really? I don't. Is that a city that we
Spring Creek Dodge.
Spring Creek.
CW.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So that's that low country.
Yep, low country.
all
That's
I
why I put her in, because, well, I put her in for that unit because I thought, well, it'd be a good hunt. I have not been feeling well and I was sick as a dog her whole hunt. Like bad, like night in the hospital, IVs, medication, just the whole time was horrible. And
So were you not with her when she killed?
I was there on the mountain,
Oh yeah.
but actually we went down and hunted for 4 days and she was on bulls every day, but just couldn't, things just didn't work out. And so we came home without a bull. I thought, well, we're done. And that Doyle Moss called and said, hey, there, I got 2 free days. If you can get down here Friday night, I can take you out and we'll get her a bull. But I don't have a client till Monday.
Yeah.
So we went down there and he took her out for 2.5 days and
Filled her tag.
filled her tags.
Yep.
She is a killer, man. 3 for 3 with really tough tags.
No doubt, right?
A lot of pressure, and she's smashing. Boone and Crockett moose.
You know what? Doyle does that a lot. I have some friends he's done that for on the Ponsagon, and he does a lot of nice things like that. I just you always hear things, but
Outfitters are, you know, guides are better than they get credit for. Because
Oh,
I'm sure you've helped out people.
once or twice.
People do, they just don't get recognized. So
Yeah.
kudos to you guys.
Well, I don't do that much, but I hear about Doyle doing stuff like that all the time, and I just think it's just awesome. He's a cool bull. I like how his brow's tilt. So that you know, so that unit every now and then, that Dodge area, they kick up some big ones.
Yeah, they kill some. And this year was incredibly tough.
Yeah, I
hot.
think the last 2 they've struggled.
Hot and this really a tough year.
Yeah. Was this last year?
Yeah, this is just September. Oh well, what happened?
2016?
So she found out she drew May 28th,
29th,
29th, something like that. So we're thrilled to death. We go on vacation in California over the 4th of July. On our first day of vacation, she's out in the ocean, and a girl gets washed over her leg, tore her MCL, ACL, and PCL, wiped her knee out.
No way.
And so we go home, she had surgery, having all 3 of those ligaments repaired, and I'm like, okay, here's your hunt over. We turn the tag back in after finally drawing.
No.
Nope, she got the job done.
Good work.
The doctor's saying you're looking at about 3 months of rehab.
Surgery for sure.
So, oh yeah, she had to have surgery. They repaired that, and yeah, she was.
She is one tough chick.
She got it. She is a tough girl.
She is. I married one of those too, man. I don't think anything would stop her from hunting.
Yeah.
She's
I don't know about
she's
that.
pretty gritty.
So So she persevered and went through it. It was a tough hunt for her, and especially because she had only, she killed that bull less than 2 months after her surgery, and a lot of tests on a knee.
Oh, man.
She was like really apprehensive and stuff like that.
Oh, I bet. Plus, she doesn't want to let you down. I'm sure there's some pressure there.
Yeah, there was, and I'm like, honey, I don't care what you kill. Matter of fact, Doyle had her on a bull, and he called the bull, and it's like 40 yards from her. And it's the last night we're planning on hunting, and she's like, should I shoot it? And Doyle's like, no, Larry'd kill me if I let you shoot that bull. And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, you don't care.
You want
Any bull on that
kill a bull.
circumstance.
And so she passed on it, and I hope you're not mad at me. I said, honey, this is your tag. I want you to have a good experience, even though it's been a lousy trip with my health. And her hunt was fun. Everything else was like horrible conditions.
Yeah.
But she had a good time, I think. But the next morning she killed that bull. So.
All made up for it.
Did you want to show any of those deer that are up there?
Yeah, I'm not on the video, but you're welcome to go up and check them out. So.
There are some deer up there.
Okay.
Good night.
Most of them are replicas.
Yeah, no, I noticed that.
Well, before we go wander, just thank you for letting us come by, man. It's been an honor, seriously.
Oh.
I was so stoked when you were like, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, oh, this is going to be so fun. And I knew Ryan would want to come, and I knew Rocky would want to meet you. So you're a stud, man. You're a good example, and you know a lot. It's fun to learn from you and hear these stories. So
Keep at it.
amen.
We'll come visit you again.
It's kind of fun. You do things that you enjoy and make you happy. And as you know, Zach, life can change in an instant.
Yeah, it can, man.
I mean, it's like you can't blink and it's happened. And you just try to make the best of the situation.
Amen, brother. You just keep smiling.
And what's crazy is all that you've done since life flipped.
Oh, yeah.
No excuses. You're just kicking butt.
Yeah, this room is here, like, post-accident, right?
Yeah, I've been in a chair for 33 years.
Wow.
And I was 22 when I had my motorcycle accident. And I've had way more fun the last 33 years in a chair than I did the first 22. I had a lot of fun as a kid. A lot of experiences, great family and stuff, but I've had a lot of great outdoor experiences since.
That's what's inspiring to me is just the fact that despite your disability, being able to like get up and walk and track these things down, I mean, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Like, look at this. It's just amazing to me.
Pretty freaking
It's
cool.
just inspiring.